Diet cheated on today, times 5.
And there, I can finally kiss my weight woes goodbye. No one will be able to tell if I cheat on my diet. Just a little.
Swoosh. Some kind of weight loss magic? In an alternative world full of magic and mishaps, an aspiring novice mage picks up her wand in a scheme most quintessential. While Nino's grades may not be stellar, even in a magical academy environment, she is sure to exert her utmost when it comes to not exerting herself further in a meaningful way. However, had she paid more attention in class, she would know that there is no dietary magic without a price. But something that doesn't have a price is checking out Meat Pedal and their DeviantArt, so you can keep up to date with their latest artworks. Study snacks consumed within the week, 25.
What? I just got these a couple of weeks ago. How can they possibly be this tight? I haven't been slipping that much.
Matcha drink. Maybe it's the extra sugar version. The past few weeks had been a disaster for Miku. Having picked up the habit of enjoying a nice drink, and a few snacks to help her focus during her study time, the usually silent quintuplet found her body making much more noise than usual, in addition to taking greater amounts of space each passing day. Could such an impressive gain be explained by her acts of relatively meager hedonism, or are the changes her figure is going through related to that fleeting, vaguely magical and tingly feeling from a few weeks ago? Are they transferring their fat to them or something? Meat buns, donuts and pastries munched on, 125.
Somehow this doesn't seem very fair. It's not my fault you're not keeping track of how you eat.
Chips and donuts.
Could you not? There's something fishy going on. We'll just have to figure out what and why.
Fortunately, not every quintuplet considers the current happenstance as devastating as the others. While growing incredibly obese never was in Itsuki's plans, seeing her sisters keep pace with her has been a positively reinforcing experience. In all honesty, this result was something her more mischievous sister should have probably considered. Still, you can't help but feel a little bad for Ichika and the others, being put into a position where they reap what they had barely a hand in sowing. Itsuki is the goat. What a nice little pun. Calories intaken this very morning. 5,555. That's a lot of fives.
I don't get it. I work harder than ever, and I still wake up heavier every day. Oh, please. All that pudge didn't manifest from thin air. Surely you just miscounted your calories. Or something. Gurgle. No, but this is getting serious. That idiot meat bun monster must have taken this as a free pass to stuff her stupid mouth without a worry in the world.
And as fate would have it, desperate measures can only result in desperate mistakes. It shouldn't take a genius to figure out that something as specific as a distribution spell would only help if all targets were equally committed to keeping track of their diets. Or in Nino's case, balancing out her own increasingly horrendous eating habits. Surely, you can make the case that Yotsuba has been trying her best to counteract all this, without really knowing where the issue lies. But she is unfortunately fighting an uphill battle, especially with the source of their troubles tormenting her with conjured treats right after she tried working off the previous ones. This composition especially is owed to a scene in the dungeon-crawling RPG spin-off from which this setting was drawn from. Scales completely demolished. 5.
Itsuki, I can't believe your fat bottom is still stuffing its face like nobody's business. It's about time you showed some restraint. Before what? What I eat is none of your business. Besides, have you looked into a mirror recently? It's not like any of us is a featherweight. You know, Nino, Your point would come across a lot better if you didn't positively reek of cinnamon and pastry. Perhaps it's time you told us what exactly it was that you cast. What are you implying? Itsuki is the one who... Oh, please. We all know that Itsuki isn't really knowledgeable enough to meddle in calorie magic. Hey. Oh, so hungry. What am I supposed to do with these cravings? Gah, not again.
Definitely quite an impressive final image, with all 5 of them clumped together as much as I suppose is possible. And I would have gotten away with it too, if it wasn't for my meddling quintuplets. Nino's great scheme is finally unraveling. Mostly because she herself couldn't control her fiery feelings on the matter. It is nonetheless impressive that she got away with it long enough for all 5 of them to balloon to such an excessive size. Sure, the meatman monster known as Itsuki may have contributed more than her fair share, but the absolute mountain of calories required to fuel 5 identical bodies to gain at such a rate can't possibly be shouldered by one hungry girl alone. All in all, at least one mischievous magus has some great introspection ahead of her, seeing how this convoluted approach seems to have taken precedence over even attempting a weight loss spell directly. But is there anything else that could possibly resolve the situation at this point? Happy Quintuplets Day. Was that on the 5th of May? I guess that's a perfect day to post it. But whatever day you're watching this is the perfect day to check out Meat Pedal on DeviantArt, so you can check out all their artworks. Thanks for watching.